What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today, we're going to be doing a video talking about this little guy right here, version 3 Sakazuki, the global first character that was revealed with the version 10.0 update here on Global, which was absolutely amazing. And of course, I was blessed to work with Bandai Namco Entertainment and the One Piece Treasure Cruise team to bring you guys exclusive first footage of this character. So that was super exciting when that happened. However, since that release day, not much has really happened with Akainu. I mean, he's a really cool character to use, but a lot of people opting to use a lot of the super type characters that have been releasing recently, and some of the other characters like Shanks' crew, etc. But this guy seems to go unnoticed, and he is still, to this day, very, very good. And today, I'm going to be hopefully clearing some content for you guys in a live recording, so I guess we're going to see how it goes. But, you know, this Akainu, and the reason why I wanted to make a video on it today is because this Akainu just released, just the other day, on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. So obviously it's going to be kind of fresh in a lot of Japanese players' minds, and even for people who perhaps have him on Global or haven't had a chance to use him on Global, or maybe people that don't have him on Global yet are going to get the opportunity to use him hopefully sometime in the near future. If you don't have him yet, I really hope you guys can get your hands on him because he is just exceptional. So this Akainu, he's a really interesting character. You have to build him predominantly of, well, it's not really predominantly, you have to build a team that is only consisting of strength, dex, and quick characters. And if you do have a matching slot, it's a 4.5 times attack boost. And even if you don't have a matching slot, it's still a 4 times boost, which is very good. You get a 1.5 health boost, so he's very tanky. And all the time, he makes Sight, Int, Recovery, and Tandem slots beneficial. So that's pretty awesome. So amazing captain effect, and his special ability is actually pretty good too. It's a 2.25 attack boost to Strength X Quick, and a 1.75 times self-proccing defense down conditional booster as well. And he has this added effect for some reason to just reduce 3 turns of barriers, right? It's very, very obscure. Now remember that the Barrier Pierce Limit Break ability now has a really nice update where not only does it remove the barrier and go through it, but it actually removes some of the conditions of the barrier too. So it's a really, really nice mechanic that the character has. Unfortunately, his support effect is just a stat boosting one, so nothing really too crazy there. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the content. So the content that I'm aiming to build today, as you guys would have seen the team just there, it has a lot of Dex characters on it. And the main reason why is because I want to go ahead and challenge the Colosseum, which is going to be against King. King being the most recent Colosseum here on Global. Actually, really soon we should be getting the next Colosseum, which is Gyukimaru, I believe it is. So I'm really looking forward to that. But Colosseum King, you know, obviously the whole thing about Colosseum King is that everything turns into quick, which, you know, if you're building a a strength team, which a lot of the times you build a lot of strength teams with this guy, but one of the main things about Akainu that is so good is that he boosts strength X and quick, and you don't need one of each color on your team in order to fulfill his captain effect. It's just build a team with whatever characters you want. As long as it doesn't have any Psy or Int characters, you're good to go, right? So this is the team that we have here. The really key thing here is the support Cracker attached to that Halloween Katakuri. We do have support Sengoku attached to Luffy and Law. That actually probably isn't even needed, but I've got it on there just because I can. And the rest of them are just stat boosters. So I guess we're going to see how this goes. I really hope that it goes successfully, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So another thing as well is we are using just the Ho ship here. Nothing really too crazy because, you know, unfortunately, Akainu doesn't really have too many good ships that can be used with a lot of good teams, I would say. I mean, like, you could technically use the Ace ship, which means at low HP you get, like, a really high attack boost, but it's just, he doesn't really have, like, a ship that's, like, built for him at this current point in time. Maybe sometime in the future. Maybe they're going to release, like, a new Marine ship. That would be pretty cool, actually, because we had, obviously, the release of V3 Kuzan and V3 Sakazuki. It would be cool if they released, like, you know, a new Marine ship that's based around Strength X Quick. That'd be pretty cool. I know that, you know, since the release of V3 Akainu, a lot of people have been hoping that, you know, maybe we'll get a new Kizaru that's like a Dex character and there's a shooter unit that works well with the other two. I mean, it does make sense, but personally speaking, I don't really see that being a thing, even though I do think that Kizaru definitely deserves another Sugo Fest exclusive at some point. Like, I know that, you know, recently on the Japanese side of things, they had a poll on their Twitter account, which I made a video about the other day, where they're doing like a vote. So which character do you want to be the new versus character? And one of those selections was Kizaru and versus Rayleigh, which is really cool. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to win because Whitebeard is just Whitebeard's too strong, man. Whitebeard Shanks is way too strong. But anyways, talking about this this content here, we're just kind of flying through it right now. Obviously, we want to try and stall to make sure that all of our specials are ready to go by the time we need them. So against Jack, which is on the stage after this one with page 1, we do need to have Monet special to be ready. So yeah, she's definitely going to be ready at this point. This part of the Coliseum is actually pretty easy because page 1 doesn't really do anything under any HP threshold. Well, he does things after a certain amount of turns, but it's not really too crazy. So I guess we'll go ahead and switch into Law so that in the next turn we can switch into Luffy, and it's going to do a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and hit our perfects and see how we go. We really should have hit with Akainu first. Oh, and we absolutely screwed up our tap timing there. One thing to note though as well is that page 1, this rare recruit page 1, he is actually boosted in this Coliseum, so he has a reduced cooldown, and he has, I think it's 1.25 times additional stats. So that does make a pretty big difference, especially when you have all the other boosts on top of that. Just an additional 25% bonus is kind of nice. So we're switching to Luffy there to get the attack boost. We get the matching orb. I don't know if we're going to kill him this turn. It would be cool if we do, but you know, without too many matching orbs, I doubt that's going to happen. So let's see how we go here. Hopefully not screw up our tap timing like we did in the last attack. So here we go. Katakuri. Luffy. Ooh, that was close. I don't think page 1 does anything this turn, but definitely next turn he does. Okay, there's the double attack, which is obviously not great. Does he do anything this turn? I actually can't remember. No, he doesn't. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and attack, and we'll move on to the next stage. So the next stage is against Jack. Now, this is where we have this Fortnite Monet. By the way, if you have not maxed this Monet, she is always available under the Clash Assist folder on Extra Island. Make sure to get her max. She is really good. She does a lot of really good things, and considering that she is a full-on free-to-play unit that you can just farm whenever you want, make sure to get it done because she's actually pretty good. So here's the special animation of V3 Akainu. As I said, this character just released on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise like a couple of days ago. It's kind of interesting on JP. They released him on the Pirate Rumble banner, which is, you know, pretty self-explanatory because that's exactly what happened on Global. But they also released him alongside a brand new Pirate Rumble Sober Mask character. I don't actually remember off the top of my head what the Sober Mask does. I'm pretty sure he's really good though, and he's a Dex unit. So again, very interesting. They released him alongside Sober Mask. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and launch Monet here, which will give us the matching orbs, and it also removes the damage threshold that's on Jack, which is pretty awesome. So we've got the self-proc conditional boost and the attack boost here because Jack does not have a defense down immunity buff, so that's really good for us. So let's go ahead and attack, and should be good to go. Now, the thing I probably should have checked is, does page 1 have more attack than Luffy Law? Because obviously, you know, page 1 has the 25% bonus because it's his, you know, boosted Coliseum. But I don't know if he has more attack than Luffy Law. He probably doesn't because page 1's base attack is actually really low, because I've got mine completely like max limit break and everything, and I think his attack is only like 1450, like around like the mid 1400s. It's actually really low for a recent rare recruit. It's kind of unfortunate, but he's got a good effect for this Coliseum anyway. So his Coliseum King is going to do bad things, of course, but this is where Rare Recruit page 1 comes into an element of his own, because we can actually get the cooldown reduction. I mean, the cooldown reduction doesn't matter here, but getting rid of that burn is the big thing here. So we're going to do that. We are also going to go ahead and switch into Law, and the main reason for it is because by switching into Luffy in the next turn, we should be able to get, you know, a guaranteed full board of Dex Orbs, which is actually what we want, even though they're going to be treated as non-beneficial, which we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But because we don't have any burn inflicted on our team, we can hit as many perfects as we want to get rid of these bomb orbs. So we really got to hope that we hit our perfects here and get rid of these pesky bomb orbs. Monet, page 1, and then Law. Boom, there we go, perfect. Okay, so those bomb orbs are gone, which is exactly what we want, but this is where the support effects come in quite clutch here, because we get given the badly matching slots, we get given the chain lock, the nasty chain lock, but you see there that the support of Cracker comes in super clutch there. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and launch the Akainu once again to give us the 2.25 times attack boost and the self-procking conditional boost, of course. So that's great. And from here, what we can do is we can go ahead and switch our Luffy lore back into Luffy, and then use his special ability to give us the full board of orbs. And the reason for that is because we have the support of Sengoku, but it actually doesn't matter if we have Sengoku support or not, because the captain ability of this Akainu, as we mentioned at the start of the video, has that really cool mechanic where he makes so many of those orbs beneficial. So the main thing that we want is the recovery slots, because we're going to be using this Halloween Katakuri to give us those matching slots that we need. And, you know, Katakuri is such an awesome option here because we were able to use Cracker support, which is the main reason why I wanted to run all these characters here. So there's Katakuri munching on some donuts, and there you go, Donut Gang, let's go. We ain't no cookie gang out here. So there we go, we got our full board of recovery slots, and at this point here, all we got to do is hit our perfects and see how much damage we're able to do. So here we go, let's do it. 1, 2, no, that's not a perfect. Oh my god, but we're still good. Page 1, and then Luffy lore. How much damage is that? 47. I think that would have been probably over 50 million if we hit our perfect, but either way, looking mighty fine. So there you go, V3 Akainu taking on a Colosseum, which you wouldn't typically think Akainu is going to be one of those guys to use, but he cleared it pretty straightforward, honestly. Obviously, it did use one of those recent rare recruits for the batch, but it doesn't matter. He got through it pretty straightforward, honestly. No problems whatsoever. So there we go. That's going to pretty much wrap up this video, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this one. Obviously, there's not really much content going on One Piece Treasure Cruise right now, so I wanted to go ahead and try and bring you guys a video of something, because, you know, you guys need that Treasure Cruise content. I know I'm craving the Treasure Cruise content right now. We do have Pirate Rumble up right now, so if you guys are in the championship, make sure you get farming. Make sure you go ahead and do that. But that is going to wrap up this video today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, utilizing V3 Akainu once again. So definitely a really fun legend, and definitely, in my opinion, I still think on global he is a tier 0 character. I think he's in that realm. He's in that tier 0 realm, tier 1 at the very minimum. He's tier 1, but you know, you could definitely make the arguments for him being tier 0. I think he is tier 0 personally speaking at the moment. He's freaking awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.